Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Insane Worlds 6. Python swallows woman alive. People always say that snakes are more afraid of you than you are of them, but that's hard to believe in the case of a 22 long or 6.7 meter python capable of eating anything that crosses its path. And in October of 2022, a 54-year-old grandmother named Jera apparently crossed paths with the wrong snake at the wrong time. According to her husband, Jera left home to go to work and never returned. He later found some of her belongings in the forest and organized a search party. The rescuers found a huge snake with a suspicious bulge in his stomach. Sure enough, once they killed the snake and cut it open, they found Jera's body inside. Number 5. Elephant kills woman and attacks her funeral. One of the strangest stories of the year involved an elephant who not only killed a woman but then stormed into her funeral and attacked her corpse. In June, 70-year-old Maya Murmu was walking to a well in Odisha, India, when she encountered an Asian elephant that had escaped from a nearby animal sanctuary. The huge beast trampled Murmu and ran away. Murmu was taken to a nearby hospital for treatment but never recovered. This is when the story takes an even odder turn. Murmu's family was in the middle of her funeral ceremony when the elephant reappeared and charged toward the unlit pyre. It grabbed Murmu's body, flung it in the air, and trampled it again before disappearing back into the brush. Number 4. Alligator drowned South Carolina man. Alligator sightings are common in the southern U.S. states. In fact, there are approximately 100,000 of the giant reptiles living in South Carolina alone. Despite their fearsome appearance, alligator attacks are rare. When they do happen, it's largely attributed to animals that have lost their natural fear of humans. For example, when humans feed alligators and condition them to think of people as a source of food, or when the gator is surrounded by humans daily and has gotten accustomed to their presence, like on golf courses and in neighborhood ponds. This seems to be the case in the death of Michael Bernstein in June of 2022. According to reports, Bernstein was mowing the grass on the side of a pond at the Myrtle Beach Golf and Yacht Club community when an 11-foot or 3.4-meter alligator lunged from the water, grabbed him, and dragged him back below the surface. Bernstein was then held underwater until he drowned, and first responders were eventually able to retrieve his body. Number 3. Monkey mob kills a baby. July featured one of the most horrifying attacks of the year when a group of rhesus macaque monkeys attacked a family in Uttar Pradesh, India, and threw the youngest child to its death. According to reports, on July 18th, Nirdesh Upadhyay and his wife and infant son went out to relax on their third-floor terrace. While they were out enjoying the fresh air, some of the monkeys that roamed the city climbed onto the roof. Upadhyay tried to run back into the house but tripped and lost hold of his 4-month-old son. With terrifying speed, one of the monkeys grabbed the baby and threw it off the roof. By the time his parents had fought their way through the monkeys and rushed downstairs, the boy had died. Number 2. Leopard attacks 15 people. India was also the site of one of the last animal attacks of the year when a leopard injured 15 people on December 27, 2022. It started at the Rainforest Research Institute campus on a Monday morning in Assam, India, when the huge cat began prowling around searching for food. For the next 24 hours, the leopard ran rampant through the village, jumping into vehicles and terrifying residents. The majority of people injured were forest officials, but a woman and 2 children were also wounded. Luckily, all the victims survived. Number 1. Bear wrestles college wrestlers. Animal attacks usually aren't uplifting stories, but it's nice to be able to round out the 2022 list with a story that also shows friendship, bravery, and incredible selflessness. Brady Lowry and Kendall Cummings, wrestlers at Northwest College in Cody, WY, went into the Shoshoe National Forest on October 17th to hunt for dropped antlers, but found a bear instead. According to Larry, the grizzly charged out of the trees and knocked him to the ground. Then it bit him, breaking his left arm in the process. That's when Cummings jumped in to help, grabbing the bear's ear and trying to pull the animal off Larry. His attempts worked a little too well since the grizzly turned its attention to Cummings, knocking him down and biting him too. The wrestler fought back and bravely shoving his hands into the bear's mouth so it couldn't bite his neck. The strategy worked at first, with the grizzly retreating, but then it returned to attack Cummings again, this time crunching down on his skull and face. Eventually, the pair was able to get away and get help. Although hospitalized with serious injuries, both young men survived, because according to Larry, the bond between the and best friends meant neither would leave the other behind. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.